All right, so you had a fantastic tweet thread about this today. I encourage everyone to go look at it. I believe your Twitter handle is at Carol, K-O, or K-A-R-O-L. You can see it on my Twitter as well. Tell us sort of a backstory of what happened, how you decided to go on this show, and why you feel they sort of did a disservice to you.
So, I don't even think that it's so much that they edited me selectively as they had a 2-hour interview with me, and a lot of it was like, don't you think there's some good things about Venezuela? And I would push back and say, no, I don't actually think there's that many good things about Venezuela. And they would sort of keep pushing the socialist line, and I would push back, and none of that made it into the interview. Which, fair enough. But my real problem with it is what happened on the Bernie Sanders side of the interview. His comments went completely unchecked. It was like just he got to say that Sweden or Denmark are socialist countries, and those countries have pushed back on his comments in the past, saying we're capitalist countries. They get sometimes Sweden beats the U.S. in the economic freedom index. So these are not socialist countries. These are capitalist countries with a large welfare state where people pay very high taxes. And if that's what you're looking for, and if that's what you'd like America to be, say so. Run on it. Run on it and tell the middle class that their taxes are going to be much higher than they were before, but they'll get free health care. So he doesn't do that, and he gets a pass completely on his comments.
Right. I think we have an example of that. Before we show the video, though, there was one thing that you said, and we didn't show this on the screen because I wanted you to tell us about it, but you told the story of your great-grandfather dying in a Soviet gulag for the crime. He owned a bakery, if I'm not mistaken, and you said that the producer that was interviewing you for this made a joke about it in the final version of the film. How did he respond to how did he respond in the final compilation, I should say, to your story?
So in the actual moment, he and I had a fairly contentious exchange where I said I opposed socialism because my great-grandfather had owned a bakery, and that became illegal overnight. He was arrested. He was sent to a gulag, at the end of the Soviet Union. And the interviewer, Jabuki, he said, well, I oppose capitalism because my grandmother was a slave. Now, I don't think capitalism and slavery are in any way connected, but it was a powerful moment where both of us sort of took a beat and considered where the other one was coming from. But in the actual interview that aired, he then asks Bernie Sanders about it. They make a joke about it together, like, "Oh, don't worry, nobody's going to the gulags." And I just can't envision making that same sort of joke, say, about slavery. And so that was one of the problems I had with the way the interview was cut eventually. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that's pretty insensitive. It's not that nice of a thing to do. I mean, they have a right to do it, freedom of speech, all of that.